It's the Talk of San Diego.
Hey, have you ever wondered why those birds get to fly up in the air and you don't? Well, today we're at Trapeze High in Escondido with Dave, the owner, and we're going to find out why. So, Dave, what made you want to get into this?
This is the second or third funnest thing a person can do with their life.
Why is that?
You get to fly around like a bird. You already said that. This is the one, I would say, of all of the things that I've done in my short life, that this is absolutely the most freeing and exhilarating thing that I've done. It's more fun than riding a motorcycle really fast in the desert. It's more fun than jumping out of an airplane. It's more challenging than anything that I've ever done before.
That's a pretty convincing answer. What was the first time like for you when you were ever on a trapeze?
Well, it was scary. I was very, 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 very afraid of heights, and so I was so afraid of heights that I couldn't look out a second-story window. So, when my little boy, 4 years old, and I were at a soccer game, one of the parents were late. I asked them, why were you late? They said they were at a trapeze school learning how to fly in a trapeze. I said, where can you do that? They told me. 2 days later, that little boy and I were flying on the trapeze. That was 18 years ago, last August.
Wow.
The first time I did it, I was terrified. I gave myself up to the people teaching me. I figured they're not going to have a school if people are going to get hurt. So I just assumed they were going to take care of me. They did. As I said, it was in the top 3 funnest things in the whole world. I did that for a few years in Northern California. Got tired of the rain, wanted to come back to Southern California, so I talked one of the girls that flew with me into coming to Southern California and starting a school. I married her later. It all worked out.
Oh, how sweet. So what would you say the most important thing to remember is when you're on a trapeze?
Listen to me.
And what do you say to someone when you're teaching them how to trapeze?
I say that the most important aspect of trapeze in the first few lessons is listening and trust. If you can trust what we're going to ask you to do and listen to what we're going to tell you to do, you will succeed. It's much more fun to succeed than to just swing back and forth. But the cool thing about the sport is you don't need to be able to do fancy tricks to have a good time. It's fun just to have climbed the ladder, put the safety harness on, and swing through the air.
What age, like minimum and maximum, have you taught someone to trapeze? Like, what's the youngest and what's the oldest you've taught?
Well, don't tell my wife this because she hates for me to say this aloud. But the youngest person we've had on the trapeze is 19 months.
Wow.
That was a circus baby. The oldest person we've had on the rig is 86. They did a backflip. They thought it was the most wonderful thing in the world. I bet you that they're still smiling, and that was several years ago.
Well, Dave, that sounds really fun. We're going to cut to a quick commercial, and when we come back, we're going to learn more about flying in the air.
You're watching the Talk of San Diego. Remember, this is Breast Awareness Month. We here at the Talk of San Diego are doing our part to support this very important cause.
Hey, you're watching the Talk of San Diego. My name is Laura, and if you're wondering where I got this wonderful outfit, it's from $10 Mall. You can find it at $10mall.com.
$10 Mall. It has it all. That's right, $10 Mall has it all, and all for under $10. We've got men's, we've got women's, we've got kids, and accessories galore. Makeup, scarves, watches, and all? That's right, under $10. So check it out. Go to $10mall.com now and start saving today. And be sure to tell a friend and earn extra bonus points. Remember, $10 Mall has it all.
The Talk of San Diego is no longer involved in the Cash for Shoes program. Anyone mailing in shoes prior to this date will have their shoes returned, provided that return postage was included.
And we're back. We're here today at Trapeze High in Escondido with Dave, the owner, and Dave is going to tell us a little bit about the art of flying. But first we're going to get to know a little bit of personal information about Dave. So, Dave, you said that you met your wife flying on a trapeze.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that.
One day I had been flying after about 7 years, and these people showed up that I'd never met before. Their school had closed prematurely. They needed a place to fly. This lady drove 2.5 hours down to our school to fly. She had no board etiquette. It was one of the worst days on the trapeze. We were so displeased with her hoarding our space, horning in on our space, and changing everything we did. After a few months, I decided that actually she was a pretty nice lady. So I wanted to get back to Southern California after having been in Northern California for so long. I convinced this lady that it would be a good idea to come to Southern California and start a school. We did that in 2002. A couple of years after that, I convinced her to marry me, and here we are 10 years later in Escondido.
Wow. So how many, so other than Northern California and Southern California, where else have you traveled with this art of flying?
You know, part of the cool thing about this lady that I married was that she took me to Paris to fly in Paris. Is that neat or what?
That is neat. So you flew. Yeah. So you flew to Paris, and then
flew
you
to
flew
Paris,
in
and
Paris.
flew in Paris, and then flew back. So I have my own school in my own backyard, and I have flown in fewer places than almost anybody I know. I like my school. I like my rig. Every rig is a couple of inches different, so every rig has its own little idiosyncrasies. And most people you'll talk to have flown in lots of places. There's maybe right now 20 places in America where just you could go fly. There are lots of rigs like mine in people's backyards and other professional flyers. There are dozens of them, many that I don't know about. Regular people can't fly there. You have to find some place like this or the other 20 places in America to fly. Most people find this sport through Club Med or Club Hedonism or those other all-inclusive resorts. Most of them have flying trapeze. I've never been to them either. I've never flown in a circus. A cool thing that I did get to do was fly at Circus in Reno, so that was fun.
How did you get to fly in Circus?
Trapeze is an incestuous little family, and everybody knows everybody. So we just, you know, all of us trapeze school owners know each other, and so we fly at other people's rigs. Lots of them come and fly with us. We have people come from all over the world, literally, to fly here. Not because we have the best trapeze school, even though I think we do have one of the best, but that there are so few places to fly. People have to get their fix where they can. So they fly here.
All right, well, thanks, Dave. We're going to cut to a quick commercial, and when we come back, I'm going to try to convince Dave to let me get on the trapeze. You're watching The Talk of San Diego.
Straight out of the oven and right to your dinner table, it's The Talk of San Diego.
Utilizing medical doctors, physical therapists, and chiropractors all working together to better your health, Silver Strand Spine and Sport is committed to providing the most personalized, integrative, and skilled physical therapy services available. With sensitivity and compassion, we work with our patients to promote physical rehabilitation in a professional and caring environment. Located on Palm Avenue in Imperial Beach, we offer South Bay the finest care for all your physical needs. For an appointment, call 619-575-8887.
Hey, you're watching The Talk of San Diego. Welcome back. I'm here with Dave of Trapeze High in Escondido, and he's going to get me all ready to go up on the trapeze.
Whether she's ready or not. Arms through this.
So now what is this for?
This is the safety harness. This sport is very safe except when you land on the net. So I'm going to hold you in such a way as that you land on the net safely every time you take off. Come this way. We're going to come over here and have a little safety talk.
Okay.
Short and sweet. Never walk underneath the net. Never walk on this white carpet. During the class, somebody will be holding on to that rope. That rope swings around violently. If you're not standing on that white carpet, the rope probably won't hit you. That's a good thing.
So best to just not be near the white carpet.
That's right.
Just avoid the white carpet.
Avoid the white carpet. Every time you climb this ladder, you're going to have one of these gizmos attached to you. It will then be removed from you and it will slide down this rope. And if you're standing within that white tape area, it has the possibility of hitting you. So don't stand in that white area. Perfect. Now I'm going to teach you how to take off. So you're going to watch my little story right over here.
Okay.
You stand there. I'm going to demonstrate on this platform how it is that we want you to perform when you're on that platform. I will demonstrate, then you will demonstrate that you are actually paying attention.
Okay.
When you're standing on this platform or that platform up there, make sure you're hanging onto the white pipe. Even if you're not afraid of heights, we are. We want to make sure you're hanging on all the time. After they hook the safety lines to your belt, they'll ask you to step forward, keep hanging on. Toes over the edge of the platform, feet wider than your shoulders for a good stable base, and your belly in front of your toes. You're going to arch your back in this weird posture so far that if you were to let go, you would fall if they weren't holding you, but they will hold you. After you get into this posture, they're going to have you put your right hand straight in front of you, and the bar will magically appear in your hand. Wow, that was cool. Then they're going to say push against the belt. Then they're going to say left hand on the bar. Well, nobody's holding my belt. I'm going to put my foot here in the air. You are going to keep both feet on the yellow pad.
Okay.
After they ask you to, you put your left hand on the bar. You're familiar with these two flying creatures. One's called Dumbo and one's called Tinkerbell, yes?
Yes.
You want to feel like Tinkerbell. You have the opportunity to feel like Dumbo. I'm going to show you how to be Tinkerbell. So when you fly, keep your arms straight all the time.
Okay.
Look at your hands all the time.
Okay.
So once your hands hit the bar, from that time forward until you're bouncing in the net, you should be looking at your hands. No matter what else is going on, you're looking at your hands. You'll look away from your hands. We will remind you.
Okay.
So now, you're leaning against the belt. Both hands on the bar, straight arms, looking at your hands. We want you to take off, so we give you two commands. We say, ready. That's not a question, that's a command that means pick the bar up over your head and bend your knees. Then we say, hep. It means jump. Hep. In a minute, when you are demonstrating to me that you are paying attention to my story, and I say hep, I want you to jump into this posture. Straight arms, straight legs, looking at your hands, and hold this posture until I say good job. Okay?
Got it.
Bitch. Step right up.
Okay.
Hanging on. Toes over the edge. Belly forward. Grab the bar. Oh, that's pretty good. Push against the belt more. Left hand on the bar. Keep your heels down. Stepping forward is tantamount to dying. Both feet on the yellow pad. Belly, and you have a nice buttocks, but you have to poke it the other way. Crazy girl. Stand up. Quit. What are you doing? I want you to lean forward and let me hold you up. I want you to lean forward and pretend you trust me. Oh, good. Put your heels down. Arch your back. That's perfect. She did it. It only took about a minute. Here come the commands.
Okay.
Ready? Bend your knees. Hop. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Okay, drop the bar.
Woo!
So, trust when we talked earlier. What's the most important thing?
Trust
and listening.
And listening.
So you have to believe that you can lean way out there over the precipice. In a moment, you're going to be 23 feet in the air. You have to lean way out like that.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Got it.
So now, the first trick we teach everybody is a knee hang and a backflip.
Okay.
It's a very easy thing to do if you do it the way that I tell you.
Okay.
If you try to make it up on your own, it's not so easy. So hang on this. Thumbs around the bar. Legs behind you off the ground. Tighter, tight, put feet together. More wrinkles right there. More wrinkles. And close enough. Look at your hands. After I say now, hook your knees. Now. Hands off now. Reach up behind you. Straight arms. Straight arms. Hands back on the bar. Legs down now. In front. Heels behind you. Looking at your hands. Now we're going to dismount. It's 3 kicks. Kick forward, backward, forward, stop. Whoa, good. Let go. So those 3 kicks happen in one swing.
Okay.
So forward, backward, forward, let go.
And I'm going to flip over?
Fly away backflip.
Okay.
The next time you're in Imperial Beach, you've got to stop in at Jersey Boys Diner, where East meets West. Jersey Boys Diner has everything from Philly cheesesteaks to chicken fried steaks. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner, the boys have got you covered. Along with snacks, cookies, and the coldest beer in town, you'll feel right at home whether you're a transplant or a local. Jersey Boys Diner is located at 875 Seacoast Drive, Imperial Beach. We'll see you there.
Hey, lady, keep it down over there.
All right, when we come back, I'm going to be on the trapeze. You're watching the Talk of San Diego.
If the audio portion of this program sounds a bit muffled, it may be time to replace or clean the sound filter on your TV. But for safety's sake, make sure you unplug the set before attempting any filter adjustments. Are you being hounded both day and nights by creditors, bill collectors, even the IRS? Are you afraid to even pick up the phone for fear someone else is looking for money?
Hey everyone, you're watching the Talk of San Diego. Welcome back. We're here with Dave of Trapeze High in Escondido, and now we're going to do the real thing. I'm going to go up on the trapeze.
This way. For God's sake, be careful. Go.
Keep coming. When you get high enough, grab onto this stuff and keep coming all the way onto the board. Good. Emily's going to unhook you. Keep hanging on with 2 hands. Heads up. All right. Come around. Keep hanging on. Hanging on over here. I'm going to put a little top.
Mark, your legs are just becoming more and more feminine.
Heads up!
Long and sleek.
Never mind, what I was going to say was not nearly that bad.
Put it on like a coating of soap and then don't clap it off or rub it off. Okay. That's for oil your sweaty hands. Perfect. Now this hand's going to go right there. All right. Come to the middle of the board.
Toes over the edge, feet wide apart,
Stand up tall.
and lean out, hips first.
Put your right hand in between the ropes and lean out. Lean, lean, lean.
Lean way out.
Got her? Got you. Thanks, bar, grab it.
Listo.
Other hand on the bar. You are listo!
Yep.
Ready, take the bar off. Bend your head, bend your knees. Hop! Jump.
Legs behind you. Put your feet together. Keep looking at your hands. Try to keep smiling. That's pretty good. When I say hep, let go and land on your back. Hep. Hey, that was actually pretty good. Above average. Turn around. Walk this way. Put the ropes behind you. belly button on the edge of that. Turn your hands over. Turn your hands over. Yes, put them real close to your body. Turn your hands over.
What was going on?
Go. That was really good.
Woo! Don't stop! I got too excited. That was so much
Wait.
fun.
Here comes the girl. Make way for her. I no longer have an ego about this.
I squashed it.
Yeah.
Okay, bend your knees. Hop! Jump.
Jump, jump, jump. No! That would have been the time. Legs behind you. Now. When I say hep, let go and land on your back.
Okay.
Hep.
Hips first.
You ready this time?
All right, go and put your second hand on the bar. Listo. Ready to put the bar above your head. Bend your knees. Hop. Jump.
Now with your legs. Hands up now. Reach up behind you. Hands up now. Reach. Legs behind you for a back flip. Kick forward. Backward. Let go.
Let go, let go, let go. Let go of your fingers. Open your head. Thank you.
I don't think the backflip's gonna work. I'm too scared.
Listo.
Yep.
Ready? Pick the bar up all the way. Bend your knees.
Legs behind you. No! Hook your legs.
Go, go, go.
Hurry up. Hands off now. Reach up. Very nice. Hands back on your bar and wait. Legs down now. Heels behind you for a back flip. Kick forward. Backward. Forward. Let go.
Let go. Woo! What was all that whining about?
Good job. See that part about your hands being way out there? That's not good. You want to have your hands underneath your hip bones and roll out. Good.
Oh, okay.
Good.
It's just gonna be a bunch of nothing all of a sudden.
Did you see his face when he did it?
Okay.
I said legs higher.
He was telling you that your legs were not parallel with the mat. I haven't seen him do it.
I have done it. Jackass.
Belly up. Chest up. Good.
Here we go. Take two.
Good. Listo. Ready? Bend your knees.
No!
Go, go, go.
Hands up now. Reach up a lot. Hands back on the bar and wait. Legs down now. Kick forward. Backward. Forward. Let go. Close enough. He's going to get up on that bar and he's going to swing back and forth and you're going to do that trick that you just did and he's going to catch you by your wrists.
Okay.
That's the game. That's what this sport is. The sport is called flying trapeze, catch and return.
Got it.
So ultimately the trick is not over until you're standing back on the pedestal board. You're not going to do that today. But the first part of the trick is catching the trick and then dismounting to the net. So that you'll be done. I'm going to have you do what you just did once more so that some of the adrenaline has gone away and it's more timely. So it's important that you do the things that we ask you to do when we ask you to do them without the pause.
Okay.
It's about timing. In the moment when he's up there, he's going to be swinging and you're going to be swinging and he has to coordinate his swing and your swing. And if you pause, then his swing is not going to match yours.
Okay. When did I pause? What, like?
Every time I ask you to do something, you thought about it.
Okay.
That's okay. It was only the first time you did it. You did good.
Sorry. Try not to.
You did fine. You had that one bulk in the beginning. The rest of the time you've been doing above average.
Totally do it. You're good, Celeste. Totally do it.
Ready?
Go! No! Hook your legs! Hands up now! Reach up! Legs!
Looking at me.
Land on your back!
So much fun.
I know, it won't be nearly as fun.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me. I had a blast. Even though I'm a chicken.
You weren't a chicken, you did it.
I did it! Ah! Thank you
You're welcome.
for catching me. All right. Wow, Dave, that was so much fun. Thank you so much. I had a blast. This is Trapeze High in Escondido. And Dave, how can people get a hold of you if they want to do what I just did?
TrapezeHigh.com. Everything you need to know.
All right. You're watching The Talk of San Diego. My name is Laura, and we'll see you next time.